Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing really well. Check this out, it's pretty spectacular. So if any of you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I'm obviously away from Vancouver Island, and an opportunity came up to travel to Iceland. So I'm here with my good friend Alistair Ben, Thomas Heaton and Thor. Whoa, sorry, it's a little bit windy. And Thor, sorry, I don't know Thor's surname actually. So Thor lives on Iceland, and he's guiding us around some of the interior areas. And this is our very first day here, and this is absolutely spectacular. The fumaroles here, the vents and the steam coming up through the rock is just absolutely spectacular. And so what I'm concentrating on is mostly abstracts, just trying to get shots of the snow with the steam coming out of the vents. Just concentrating on close-ups rather than the overall grand landscape for now anyway. Like I said, this is our very first area, so I'm a little bit overwhelmed right now, and as you can see, even though it's the middle of summer, it's extremely cold up here. And last night we camped out just not too far from this area, and it was absolutely freezing. I was pretty chilled. I think it's going down to around 0, so unexpected for the summer, but I guess the norm for Iceland. So I've taken a few shots of this area here. I was down a little bit lower with Alistair and Thor, and the rocks in the foreground are absolutely spectacular, and then just trying to get the steam vents in the background. And then you can't quite see the top of this peak here, but you get these nice snow streaks coming down, so I have that in the top of the frame. I think they're okay shots. I think it's going to take me a while to kind of get into into the swing of things and start to look for things that aren't quite so obvious. Like I said, when you come to a new area, you're often a little bit overwhelmed, and that's the way I feel right now, because it's just so different to what I usually photograph. But I'm here for a whole week, so hopefully we'll get into the swing of things, and I'll start showing you compositions and what I'm thinking, and the usual stuff. Alright, so I'm going to get back to taking some shots now, and if I find anything really good, I'll be sure to share my thoughts with you. You would think that after about 3 years of making videos now for YouTube, I'd be used to filming myself in front of other people, especially other YouTubers. But in true Adam Gibbs style, on this trip, once again, I just had a hard time talking in front of the camera when there was other people around. So if there seems like there's a bit of a lack of me talking in front of the camera, that's one of the reasons why. The other reason is that I was just so enthralled with the photography that a lot of these trips I just can't be bothered to get the video camera out and start filming myself. I'd rather concentrate on the photography and talk about the photographs afterwards. Now, luckily, in the world of video, we're able to talk about things using voiceover afterwards. So if there seems like a lot of voiceover, now you know why. All right, I've come down a little bit lower, because from up there you kind of miss this. See this pinnacle back here? That's kind of a prominent feature in the composition. I really like that. And then the fumaroles in the background with the steam. So I'm I was going to show you my my comp, but it's so bright out that you wouldn't be able to see it on the back of my camera. So I'll just have to go over it with you when I show it to you in the preview. But this is just absolutely spectacular. It's very unworldly, and of course you have to kind of time it so that, because it's quite windy, you have to time it so that you can just see, like right now you can see the steam vents in the background, and then every now and then you'll get the wind come in and it'll cover it and you can't see them, so you have to kind of try and time it so that you can see them. Overall, I was really happy with the images that I got on this trip. And I think a big part of that was I just went without any expectations. And I tried to do that on all my trips, whether they be local trips or international. Now, obviously, if you're spending a lot of money to go on a trip and you're traveling, a big distance, then there is a little bit of pressure to come away with something. But I try not to expect too much from trips, and that way I'm never really disappointed. Just the fact that I was able to explore some hidden areas in Iceland was enough for me. And then, if you can get some photographs on top of that, then that's just an added bonus. So the images that I did get, I was really happy. And of course, after I'd spent a few days there, just hanging out with Tom, Thor, and Alistair, decided to relax and really started to explore the landscape with my camera. So what do you think, mate?
It's beautiful. It's really, really, really good.
Yeah?
I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
What part do you like the best?
Transitions from textures through to atmosphere, and the smell of sulphur, of course, which reminds me so fondly of you.
For those of you that watch my videos on a regular basis, you know that I like to use long drawn out drone footage, especially at the beginning of my videos. One thing that I haven't used the drone for very much is actually taking photographs. I'm not really sure why, because that was my original intention of buying a drone, was to use it for photography, but it just seems that I end up using it for video. And a lot of the features I don't even know how to use on the drone because I've just never had an opportunity to try them out. So this was a great trip to try some of those features out, and you'll notice throughout the next couple of weeks when I put these videos out that I have some drone images scattered throughout the videos. Right, thank you ever so much for watching this week's video. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. And as always, if you enjoy my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And stay tuned for next week when I continue our trip through the highlands of Iceland. All right, everybody, till then, bye-bye.
Egg dripping. How's the sandwich?
Very good. You know, classic Icelandic egg and undercooked. No, bacon and undercooked egg.
Is he complaining?
No.
No, stop.
And fermented shark.
Definitely not.